Sorry, I took some my water.
Huh! Well, I guess I can tell why they call you Pyro.
Right. What do they call you? Training wheels?
There isn't anything out there that I can't handle.
I don't really have time for this, but I do like it that you're spoiling for a fight. Reminds me of me. Hey, one more thing. You know Magneto's coming back to us, right? Sooner or later, his hour's gonna come.
Yeah, a whole lot of people think he already did come back. At the rally.
Maybe, maybe not. Just listen up. Biggest choice you're gonna have to make is whose side you're on.
I'm not afraid to meet force with force.
That's what I like to hear. Clear me some space and you'll see what I can do.
Right. Well, thanks. I guess.
All right, no need to suck up. Just know when to stand your ground. Let's torch the lot of them. Toss me another shrimp for the barbie. Play with fire and you're gonna get burned.
Nightcrawler needs some backup. I can't make it to where you are in time.
I'll help if people are in danger, but I won't fight my own kind.
Just do what you can.
What are we waiting for? We need to blast our way in, and we need to do it now.
Raven, this could turn into a massacre. We can't go in without a plan.
Time is a luxury we don't have. The Purifiers have mutants in there. All they need to do is land a copter on the roof, and we lose them all.
Are you Nightcrawler?
Ah, I see. All right. Ich verstehe nicht, but Emma says I should trust you.
What do you think we should do?
I can teleport the mutant civilians to safety if you keep the Purifiers busy.
I don't understand this. Why would they, the Purifiers, want to take mutant hostages?
I don't know. We've never encountered this before. But we have no time to wonder why. We have to stop them.
Maybe they're, I don't know, renegades, deserters, acting against orders.
This is possible, yes. We do not know what their orders were.
Seems a little crazy that you can't even agree among yourselves.
The Brotherhood may have caused all this. It was the rally attack. Sometimes your enemy's enemy is not your friend.
If you don't mind me asking, what's with the tail?
The tail is for balance, which is good to have 10 stories up.
And now he hides it with hippie trinkets he found in the Hape somewhere.
On the contrary, I'm tired of hiding who I am. Now, I celebrate it. Besides, you're one to talk about vanity.
Yeah, don't talk to your mom like that.
I'll make an opening. I'm not picking a fight with people who think they're doing right.
Mein Freund, you must follow your conscience in this. I thank you.
So, you're Mystique, of the Brotherhood. Well, you've been waiting for this fight, haven't you?
The Purifiers have had this coming. I don't see any reason not to give it to them.
Yeah, for those who don't know, I mentioned this in the X-Men walkthrough, but Mystique, Nightcrawler is Mystique's son. That's why they have the same skin color. He could teleport because his father had the ability to teleport. Apparently, whatever your father's mutation was, it turns out to be yours too. Because apparently the mutation comes from the father, not the mother. I didn't know that. I found that out in the movie. Just thought I'd point that out.
What do you think we should do?
We need to blow that roof so they can't land a copter. Pyro's on his way, but it would be nice to give his flame powers something to work with.
Like what?
Provide a little fuel for Pyro's fire. There's a gas line on the roof.
MRD don't really care about mutants, even if they are calling themselves peacekeepers, right?
Human authorities protect human interests, and the MRD most of all. Their true colors are starting to bleed through. Tell Cyclops I said that. Word for word.
That seems a little crazy that you can't even agree among yourselves.
The X-Men's weakness led to this crisis. If they get in our line of fire, they fall too.
So you're some kind of mutant terrorist?
I'm the answer to scum like the Purifiers. And you need to watch your mouth.
Mutants attacked the rally. I don't see why you aren't railing at each other.
You listen to me. If, and I mean if, Magneto did all that, then he had his reasons. You've got a lot of hard choices ahead of you. If you think you can stay clean, you're kidding yourself. Then clean isn't exactly where you're starting from, is it?
Look, if there are innocent people in danger...
People? You're learning. Okay, you can stick around as long as you make yourself useful.
Why did I get Avalanche's utility? I chose the X-Men, the Brotherhood Side. Oh well. At least it's a movement utility. Nothing what I'm looking for, but it's a movement one, so I'll take it. Me stuck in the corner like that wasn't such a good idea.
Nightcrawler isn't going to be able to get them all out, but we need to send a strong message, mate.
I'll try.
Bust those gas valves. I'll do the rest. Let's torch the lot of them.
They needed to surround me and...
Rip snorter, mate.
We've located some of the mutants taken by the Purifiers. Forge is trying to break them loose. I told him you might be dropping by.
Haven't I done enough for the mutant cause already?
Because that little cutscene with Pyro just setting the gas on the fire gave the Purifiers the opportunity to group on me like that. I couldn't move.
So, you want me to break this open, or what?
No. There are mutants in here. I'm not sure how many. The lock's wired to a bomb, and there's some sort of interference wave that keeps affecting all my tech. Of course, it doesn't help that I have to keep watching my back the whole time. Keep them off me! Get behind the turrets. Hold your ground!
No, that Forge doesn't have a health bar.
Adrian.
Yes, Emma told me your name. I'm Forge.
So these were mutants taken by the Purifiers.
Near as we can tell, yes. They were left here to be transferred onto a truck or a freight train. No telling where they would have been taken to after that.
Have you hacked into Purifier equipment before?
Many times. This was different. More sophisticated than I've ever seen. They've got a new supplier, obviously.
I heard about this interference wave earlier. What do you think it is?
I have no idea, but I've seen it a lot lately. A cyclical pattern of heavy static on electronic systems across the city. It arrived about the same time as the MRD.
You're a mutant too? What's your thing?
Yes, I am. My powers relate to machines. I sort of have a feel for them, for what they can do. If you can think it up, odds are I can make it for you.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
Frankly, yes. The detonation signal for that bomb was sent from a long way off, but it was routed locally. Somewhere up over our heads, there's a router or signal tower of some kind. If you can find it and shut it down, we won't have to worry about any other bombs or devices responding to that signal.
I'm on my way.
Good luck.
My cat's looking at me.
Hey, you! What are you doing up here? Stand down. Does this look like a Purifier attack team?
I have as much right as you to be here.
I'm sorry. After everything that has happened, my troops are a little hair-trigger.
You were up on the stage with Cyclops just before the attack.
I am Luis Reyes, head of the MRD. That means I am responsible for trying to restore order here.
The Purifiers aren't a threat to order. They're just reacting to the mutant threat.
There are elements on both sides who are pushing us towards chaos. Only a neutral party can salvage this and find a way to peace.
They're saying it was Magneto who broke up the rally.
I'm afraid there is no room for doubt. Magneto is a terrorist. Who else would stand to gain if humans and mutants go to war?
You think this was meant to start some kind of all-out war?
That would be my guess, yes. And it seems to be working.
Then the Purifiers are victims in this, just like most of these mutants are.
It's only a theory. We are still investigating. You are mutant, but I do not know you.
I have powers, yes, but it's not clear what their source is. Good luck.
Yes, and you.
Forgive me.
Magneto, why did you do this? Can't you see we're only trying to keep the peace?
Indeed. And how is that working out for you, Mr. Reyes?
You want to declare war on humankind. Where do you think it will end?
I assure you, if I had been behind that attack, I would have been a lot less sloppy. And if I decide to wage war, it will end with extinction. For your species, or for mine.
Don't be a fool. The MRD are here to protect you. All of you.
Oh yes, I know your resume, Mr. Reyes. Your meteoric rise. But I don't see you as a savior. More of a voyeur. Your orbital satellite peering down at us all. Your obsession with other people's business.
Do not let your people suffer for a personal crusade.
Look after your own. And understand this. I want your so-called peacekeepers out of this area. As of now, it belongs to Homo sapiens superior. To mutants.
You leave me no choice. I will have you arrested for terrorism.
I cordially invite you to try.
The MRD certainly isn't doing much in the way of peacekeeping.
Yeah, well, it's looking more like Magneto did launch this attack. And you expect me to side with the mutants?
We'll need you to help us get to the bottom of all this. Right now we have to protect innocent mutants from the Purifiers. I think it's time you met Cyclops. He'll be waiting for you on Market Street.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm also hoping if I can get a set of X-Twins that match, I can show you what the X-Men does.
Reporting as ordered. What do you want with me?
So, you're the mutant whose powers showed during the attack on the rally. We might be able to help you with that if you're interested. Helping mutants come to terms with their powers is what the X-Men do.
You should know that the Brotherhood is assembling its forces. Here. Frankly, if I were going to accept help from anyone, it would be the Brotherhood. Their methods just make more sense to me.
It's your choice, but the door is open.
You're about to step into the thick of things. You should choose who you're going to fight with. Yeah, what difference does it make? If you have to ask, you're probably incapable of understanding the answer. The Brotherhood will prevail. When you have a singular purpose and conviction, defeat is impossible. But the weak defeat themselves before the battle even begins. I know more about strength than you'll ever know. What's your deal? You have to heat a knife to make it cut. I am that knife, and my super speed is the furnace that keeps me sharp. You know, I could swear I've seen you in pictures all friendly with the X-Men. Yeah, I may have dabbled with Xavier's crew in the past, but look where that got Xavier. The Purifiers have been abducting mutants. Yes, they'll pay for that, and our task is to make the price as high as we can. How can I help?
The Purifiers are coming in from all over. The biggest flashpoint seems to be the bridge.
I'll try to break up this fight. for the sake of both sides.
I'm happy to hear it.
You know there's still fighting going on between mutants and the Purifiers.
I know. We're going to act as a buffer force along with the MRD.
A buffer force?
The most important thing is to save lives. You see that, right?
Do you think mutants started all of this?
Jury's still out. Magneto's powers, and those of the Brotherhood, could explain what happened at the rally. But I'll talk to Magneto himself before I jump to any conclusions.
So I have this thing I can do. There are other explanations. The Fantastic Four got their powers from cosmic rays. I don't have to be a mutie.
Look, I know this is traumatic, but it doesn't have to be something you work out by yourself. Think about it.
Yeah, sure. Thanks a lot.
Brotherhood mutants will be there too. It isn't for me to tell you what to do, but before you act, think about what's at stake here. Don't do anything you'll be sorry for later.
Good, follow me!
Oh, and Adrian, you might want to find something to cover up that Purifier tattoo on your arm. The Brotherhood will tear you apart if they see it.
Our allies need more mutie material to work with. If these vermin stop the copters, you'll be weeping blood. Yes, Commander Hodge.
Hodge is too much for you.
I'm gonna wipe that smug look off his face.
Well, if it isn't...
Alright, we got Meteor Dive. Area type ability, you can charge your body with energy and dive in the ground, causing a shockwave. Force field. Area type ability, you can create an energy field that both damages enemies and restores health. The last step and X-Men side, I used Meteor Dive, so we're gonna go with Force Field.
Poor little lost Purifier, fighting for mutants. Fall on your sword for a reason. Give it up! Give it up! You can't hurt me. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. You can't hurt me.
I more than hurt you, I knocked you out.